Hello guys, this is Eric from Easy Computer Solution, and today we'll do our video comparison between the iPhone 6 and the iPhone 6s Plus. Hello guys, this is Eric with another video, and today we got our video comparison between the iPhone 6 Plus and the iPhone 6s Plus. So here it is, the battle of the incumbents in so many words. Alright, so right here we got the iPhone 6 right here, got it all white, and we got the gold version, and we got the iPhone 6s Plus, space gray, beautiful device. And if you, in comparison, both of the phones pretty much look the same. And if you look at both phones here, you say, okay, which one is which? Both of them look the same. The hardware is basically the same. The antenna lines are in the same place. The camera lines are in the same place. The only difference on the outside that you could actually say that you see a difference is in the insignia. This will say iPhone. This say iPhone S right there at the bottom. And so that's about it as far as the on the outside part. You know, you still got the same screen, and I can tell you that both screens are gorgeous. No problem with screens. Both of them respond pretty much the same. You got to remember the iPhone 6 and the iPhone 6s Plus. The iPhone 6s Plus has the 2 gigs of RAM, and it has the new the new Apple chip. So yes, this has the faster processor in it. And if you go around and you see here that the response is definitely the same. And even when you open up apps, definitely both devices work pretty much the same. So, you know, let's go and do some comparisons. Look at that, the clock open the same. And when you close out, both of them basically go the same. Let's do that again. And close out. Let's swipe. Get rid of that. Alright. Close all apps here. And let's do the clock again at 3, 2, 1. See? That's what I'm talking about. Like, if you got an iPhone 6 Plus, you are okay. And I made this comparison. I said this in all my videos, and I just wanted to put it on camera, and I want to express the difference between the 6 Plus and the 6s Plus, okay? And this is the S version of it. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. Apple has made some improvements. We definitely have some improvements. I mean, they have introduced 3D Touch, and 3D Touch is where you touch on the screen. Let's see if we can do that here. You get a new menu versus here, you don't get that. And so that's some of the changes that you do have, what's called 3D Touch. Alright, so let's go around the device. And again, it's an iPhone. It's still the same thinness, the same thickness, the same width, everything the same. It's nothing changed. It's basically the same casing. You do in the back, you do have a bump up in camera. So right here you have the 8 megapixel camera from last year, and we got the new 12 megapixel camera. So in comparison, let's go ahead on and take a shot here. And Apple introduced what's called live photo, and when you take a shot with the S version, you're going to see something at the top that's going to say live. And what that does is it take a second before and a second after you take the shot. It kind of give you, if you have an HTC One M8 or M9, it's like the photos there, what they have, what's called Zoe. So that's the same thing as the Zoe on the HTC phones. So that's no difference there. But in comparison, let's go ahead on and take a photo here. And of course, you don't get the live thing on the iPhone 6 Plus. But let's look at both photos on the devices here. Okay, I got both of them locked. Let's get that in landscape. And let's get this in landscape. Okay, and let's go on and bump up the brightness, and so we can get, alright, so we about 80% brightness on both devices. Alright, so let's get that one in the shot, and let's get that one in the shot. Okay, now if you look at both shots, I mean, both of them look pretty crisp. And we got the 12 megapixel camera here, and we got the 8 megapixel camera there. So kind of in comparison, if you look at both cameras, man, they definitely look the same. Now I would tell you, looking at it, that the 12 megapixel camera has just a little tad more detail, but for overall, if you look at that in comparison, even with the background, man, you know, iPhones always did shoot good cameras. I have good cameras, and the photos of both of the devices is great. Now, let's talk about battery life. Battery life, battery life, battery life. In my opinion, and I've been rocking this phone for the last 24 hours, and I just put up my video for the last 24 hours with the iPhone 6s Plus. In my opinion, I've been getting a little better battery life on the 6 Plus versus the 6s Plus. Okay, 6s, yeah, 6x Plus. Tongue twisted. I mean, the words is crazy. So yes, I've been getting a little more battery life out of the 6 Plus versus the newer version. So I'm still doing my battery testing right now, and I mean, I got everything: push email, Twitter, Facebook, everything, Instagram, they all push. So and if you do run into a pickle, again, Apple does have the battery saving mode when you upgrade your phone to iOS 9. So you do have some issues. I mean, you do have some ways to save battery life, but for the most part, if you own an iPhone 6 Plus, should you upgrade to iPhone 6s Plus? I would say not right now. I mean, the speed bump, yes. Now, I would tell you, if you like the latest and greatest, then of course get the newest version. But I think if you own the iPhone 6 Plus, you are great. You are fine. You know, I don't see, you know, the speed difference. I mean, yes, that's a little fluid, but both of them is fluid. I mean, Apple did a real good job with the 6. Now, as far as the 6S, that's a totally different story. That's a totally different video. But for the 6 Plus, the Plus versions, if you got the 6 Plus, you are fine. Touch ID works good on both phones. You know, the cameras on back, both of them shoot outstanding video. The selfie camera, yes, I want to give that a win to the 6s Plus. But for the most part, both devices work very well. Now you got 2 gigs of RAM here. Now you will run into some problems if you multitasking. Well, kind of, sort of multitasking with multiple windows in the background running. You get a better smooth response with the 6s Plus versus the 6. But for the most part, I believe if you have last year's model, I think you're safe. Please leave a question, leave your comment down below. This is Eric from Easy Computer Solutions. Give me a thumbs up on my video, subscribe to my channel, let me know what you think. See you on the next video. Peace.